And you're very welcome to Wexford Park for deferred coverage of Castletown versus Gusserane O'Rahilly's here in the senior football final from County Wexford this year for 2019. We apologise, we don't as of this moment have commentary for the game, and we only found out we were doing this game quite late in the day, as it were, so we do apologise for that. I'll keep you up to date for the opening sequence anyway. Big crowd in today. You'd expect no less, I suppose, for a county final. And let's just have a quick look at the teams. For Castletown, Anthony Masterson in goal. Full back line, Joe Hearn, Danny Gardner, Frank Roach. Half back line of Conor Carty, Colin Morris and Joe Gardner. Rory Heffernan and Liam Coleman in midfield. And the half forward line of Jody O'Shaughnessy, Brendan Halpin, Donica Holmes, and a full forward line of Jonathan Beelan, Ben Brosnan and James Holmes. And the Gusserane team: Micheál Ryan in goal, Jack Burford, Kenneth Cahill, Jack O'Connor in the full back line. In the half back line, Adrian Redmond, Mark O'Neill, Gavin Sheehan, and in midfield, John Roach and Killian Keogh. The half forward line, Sam Wall, Graham Cullen, Pádraig Conway, and the full forward line of Mark Rossiter, Adrian Flynn and Sean Ryan. Yes, indeed. Just a quick reminder that you are watching the Wexford Senior Football Championship final from Wexford Park. Deferred coverage here on All Rounder Sport. In the it's the Dominic Smith Electrical Senior Football Final. Castletown versus Gusserane. And we certainly hope that you enjoy our coverage despite the fact that we don't have commentary today. And we'll pause for Aron Levine.
number 10, first point. With 1 goal to 1 point. Score each now from Anthony Marston in the goal. The run comes from Joe Gardner, number 7. The ball goes over the top. Onto it then comes number 8, Rory Heffernan. Rory gathers it. Sends the ball across the pitch then. Ooh, Coleman came well for that one. And he got the free. The ball split there between them. The ball comes out then now to number 7, Joe Gardner. Joe Gardner lays it off then to Jonathan Dhelan. Dominic is on the go again. Dominic has that first. They've been shackled by the number 2, Jack Burford. The ball kicks in. Up, bit high for Ben. That's a bit too high for Ben Bosman, and the ball breaks. Gusserane have it to come out of them. Number 8 for Gusserane, then John Ross has the ball. Shackled hard. And Brendan Morgan looked over. There's calls for a hot ball, but I don't think that's going to be got. Gusserane break then in the form of number 10, Sam Wall. Point score. The ball breaks on now. And Liam Coleman having to make ground. Tracking him hard, the ball comes in. And it's a great block down. It's a great block down by Neil Coleman on number 12, Corey Conroy. The ball breaks now. Castletown have it coming out. Jody Shoppins, he has this ball and he puts it out into the man in space there now. Number 7, Joe Gardner. Joe Gardner goes into space, comes down in. Jonathan Dean and Sean for it. Sean making some great run today. Jody gets back into the shower, rides the tackle well. Number 3 comes out after him there. Number 3, Kenny Cahill, turns him around. Jody gets the free. Even takes it quickly, goes out to Dominic. Dominic is Sean again. Looking for the overlap again. It comes in the form of Conor Cardy here, the number 5. Conor breaks out to the other side and he has an overlap again. Working it in nicely. Worked it into number 13. Number 13 Dean scores a nice taking point. Nice taking build up by Castletown there. Worked the ball well, worked the overlap. Get into a shooting position, got the right man on the ball and pops it over the bar. 5.5 minutes gone now in this senior. That ball is won there by John Ross, number 8 in midfield, and now it breaks down to number 10, Sam Wall, and scored. And Gusserane keep it out to the side. Danny Gardner has a bit to do here. Danny tries to sell him the dummy. Danny gets up, runs, and the ball falls to number 10, Sam Wall. Castletown getting back into shape. Gusserane doing the work this time, doing the patient build up. Gusserane throw the big ball in. And that's the second wide for Gusserane. Speculative shot there and pulled to the right. Perfect conditions here today. A bit of a breeze, fair enough, but after it will be wet on their foot. It's after been a lot of rain last night. The previous match was cancelled, but as you look out there, the conditions go. Frank Roach onto the ball now from Anthony Malson. Frank turns looking for a bit of support. Colin Morris directs him, give it back to him. Anthony comes out into space. We're looking for the runs now. Liam Coleman comes and gathers. James Holmes to Sean on the side. Joey Horn makes a sprint up along the line, and again so too is Joe Gardner, and now we have 2 of them running out and it's open up. The number 3 has followed him all the way. Kenny Cahill, Joe Gardner right on the line, looking for the support, and it comes there in the form of Joe, and he gives it back to him again. Joe's looking for the final layoff. Will he have a go himself? He did. And that didn't come in. He was looking for a forward to lay that off. The possession goes back to Gusserane, and Castletown have to get back into shape. Gusserane are building up there now with their number 9. Their number 9 is Killian Keogh. Killian looks overside. Jack Burford on the ball there now. Jack puts it across into the number 6. Centre back Mark O'Neill. Castletown watching the runners, getting men behind the ball, keeping Gusserane pressed out. They're still on the raft. That's a good interception there by Rory Heffernan. That's the work rate that's coming into this team. Very young midfield there in the form of Rory Heffernan and Ian Coleman, 20 and 19 years of age each. But 2 good athletic guys. The ball breaks up now with Gusserane. Gusserane being shackled by Jody. Turn and across the pitch again. The runners are going back into their number 13 there now in the form of Mark Rossiter. And they're riding the tackles. Another kick from distance. And I think this one is over. That's a very impressive score. And that was the second point for Sam Wall. Joe Gardner comes with the ball again. It's on to James Holmes. James gets it back. Frank Roach onto the ball and then goes Rory Heffernan. Rory Heffernan looking for the support. Roach is on it again. Back to come again. Again looking for a forward. Lay it off. Did they do so in the form of Jonathan Beelan. Jonathan throws the dummy. Turns on to his right. Pops it over the bar. That's good patient play again there. Jonathan's second point. In play. And you can see the way this team is working. You have your cornerbacks coming up, getting into the high end of the pitch, giving the overlap to teams. And that was Joe Gardner and Frank Roach now pushing the back there on Bailey and Coleman on the Gusserane number 8. John Roach. The ball comes. The long ball that time. Aim for Adrian Flynn. Goes in over the top. Anthony Marshall, Garrison again. Joe Gardner is here looking, and then Roach again, and Frank Roach gives it back. Now needs to move the ball on. Colin Morris is there. Another late tackle off the ball. Conor Carty showed well. James Holmes now looking. James after being dispossessed. Showed to number 12, Corey Conway. And he moves the ball on quick down to the number 10, Sam Wall, that scored the 2 points from Gusserane. Sam Wall turns looking for the low. And they're breaking through here now. And it's a high kick. And it's a third wide. That was from the number 6, Mark O'Neill. That's the third wide for Gusserane. Ten and a half minutes gone in this Dominic Smith Senior Football Final. Jody gives the call. Rory stays down. They're not allowed to move the ball. The idea is that they move the ball on fastly, so Gusserane being penalised by that. Their number 9, Killian Keogh. And the ball's moved on down to Jonathan Beelan. What's going on here now? Wasn't ready to take. So the game is stopped here now. 23 looking to come on there, Stephen Maloney. Stephen Maloney is on the pitch. I'm not sure for whom. We'll have a look there now. Stephen is well capable of contributing handsomely to this game. Good athlete, good brain, great worker. One thing that Castletown have is good subs on the bench. No problem bringing them on there. They have a great bunch of guys there ready to come on and do their bit. And Brendan Halpin moves the ball now over. Jonathan Beelan there again. Conor Carty. Conor looks at his options. And he does have options. He sees a bit of green ground in front of him and he goes on into it and he pops the ball in there now. And on the ball then is Dominic. That ball is loose. Gusserane have it now. Gusserane coming with a couple of guys out of position. We're going to have to regroup. Gusserane's bringing the ball. Conor Carty saw it and he came. He got a little tap tackle there on the ankle or the trip and he has the free. So I see Jody O'Shaughnessy getting attention here. I'm just assuming that maybe Steve Maloney is on as a blood injury. Jody getting a bit of attention down there on the sideline as the game has stopped. Conor Carty done very well there to intercept that. Castletown in possession. Jonathan Beelan gives it back to Conor. To try to move the ball forward then. Showing for it there now is Rory Heffernan. Rory gives the ball out then. Ben Brosnan, that was a good ball into the corner. Brendan Halpin has it. Getting support from James Holmes. James going to make a little run, easy little run now. He's going to have to pop it. Yes, a great, well worked score again. James's first of the day. Scoreline here 1-3 to 2 points in Castletown's favour. And again, a lovely patient build up. Great ball into the corner. Reaction from Brendan Halpin, but a good ball in by Brent Brosnan into the corner. And Brendan wins it, lays it off to James. Rode a tackle, made a space for himself and popped it over. Very good score. And the blood injury has been Steve Maloney coming back there again. The ball has been played on, but Jody must be back. That's a great catch, although he spilled it. It was a great soar into the air there by Liam Coleman, but Castletown won it back. He spilled it, and now here we have James Holmes, the number 6 is raining down on him. James is looking and did the sensible thing and pops it over the bar. That's 2 goals for 2 minutes for James, or 2 points in 2 minutes for James Holmes. The number 6, Mark O'Neill, was closing down on him, but he done a sensible thing, took the score, and that gives the Castletown a lead of 1-4 to 2 points. Started this game well, and this is a big thing amongst the Castle supporters. We have to start well, we have to play our football that we're capable of playing. And again, a big climb there by Joe Gardner. The ball spills, Jody gets it back, and that ball's just gone a little bit loose into the corner for Gusserane. Number 11 for Gusserane there, Graham Cullen, the captain, gets the ball and he spills it out. He's looking at his options up the field. He's looking at a side out here to the number 4, Jack O'Connor. Jack O'Connor comes and he looks. Young Gusserane man turns around, pops it back out to the number 6, Mark O'Neill. Mark spreads it across the field. On the ball now, Killian Keogh. Trying to looking for the spaces. Castletown are going well, they're tracking their runners. Frank Roach has a bit to do here now as the number 15 slips to the ground, Sean Ryan. And the Coleman, that's good. Forced into moving the ball. Brendan Halpin down on his own 14-yard line, turns. That's good work. The work rate of this Castletown team is very, very impressive. They're there for each other. They're working for each other. That's your captain, centre back, Brendan Halpin. Anthony Marshall comes and looks at the bit of green ground in front of him at the far side of the pitch. He's waiting for a runner, Jody Shawkins. He offers it. Yeah, now Anthony, perfect, calm, works it to Jody, and now they've opened up a bit of a space as Liam Coleman, young 19-year-old, goes along and he gives the ball back to his partner, Rory Heffernan. Great partnership with these two guys. And that ball is a kick from Rory, and that's another well-worked point. Style of football these guys are playing, supporting each other, working hard. Timmy and the guys have it drilled into them from the very start. You have to work, and they're giving it to them back in the pitch. Gusserane coming out with the ball now. Working it again, you can see the work rate of the Castletown players that spurts out. Right, the two of them close them down with the free goals to Gusserane way. Gusserane take the free, it's over on the far side. They're looking for the runners now, and the number 10 comes through it, and Sam Wall, the scorer at the point so far today. He's also scored 2 wides. So 2 wides and 2 points for Sam Wall, but that one goes wide, and it's the 4th wide for Gusserane, O'Reilly's. But to be fair, it's a sign of the pressure the Castletown players are putting on Gusserane. They're getting them shooting from distance, they're keeping them out. Jody makes the run into space here now, and again he looks at the line. Brendan Halpin's down the way. James Holmes shows. James rides the tackle, shows the dummy, makes the space. Jody's gone. James is going to make another bit of headway. Pull on the arm there, and got the free. No, didn't get the free. There was a pull on the arm. This was deemed to be slight enough, so no, he has. It's a free for Castletown. Brendan Halpin, the captain, on the ball there now. Jonathan Beelan stands over it. And I'd say, to be fair, any breeze at the wind that's out there now is against Castletown, so this is a difficult kick into the wind by Jonathan Dillon. And takes his time, pops it over. That's Jonathan's third free, third point, the first from frees, 2 from play. Again, it's the running that Castletown are doing, running that Gusserane. They're making it hard for him everywhere on the pitch. And number 6 comes for that, Mark O'Neill. Mark O'Neill has been forced back into play there by number 13 for Jonathan Dillon. Gusserane lays it off, and Gusserane come out with the ball again. James Holmes makes the run just to give the number 6 Mark O'Neill a bit something to think about. Again, the ball is kicked, and this is where they go for the 50-50, and there's 4 Castletown men around it. Colin Morris did excellent wear, didn't foul the ball, made the headway. Go on, James Holmes, they're shouting as the crowd got in and everybody closes in, and James brings it to his left and curls it over the bar. That's a great point. Inspirational stuff by the 40-year-old Colin Morris there, as he throws everything into that ball to get a finger touch on it, breaks it, releases James Holmes, and James taps over his third point from play. And that's the work rate we were talking about. When that ball spilled, there was 4 Castletown players around. That's taken well by the Gusserane midfielder as he lays it off quickly. And again, it's a long speculative kick where there's 2 against 1. Into the corner to number 14, a big strong man, Adrian Flynn. Great experience, Adrian Flynn, as he turns and he reaches the bottleneck. And I don't know how the free came on that one, but free it is for Gusserane. Thought he was being closed down well, but the ref must have seen something, infringement there. He takes the short free, makes himself a bit of space, and a very accurate kicker of the ball, Adrian Flynn, 14. That's his first point from play. Scoreline here now is 1-7 to 2 points, and Castletown worth every bit of it. 20 and a half minutes gone in the first half of this. Joe Gardner makes the run. Anthony spots and puts it out, gets out to give him a bit of support. So too does Frank Roach as he goes on the overlap, being followed by the number 15. And number 15 is Sean Ryan as the ball goes up down along the line. Frank is running out of options there now, and the ball's turned over, comes to Gusserane. Tracking hard now, everybody. The number 8 Rory makes a good tackle there in midfield just to slow him up and let a few more lads get into position. Number 13 is coming out there now, right in front of the referee, I should say. And foot was out, free for Gusserane, and again kept him out, made him work. And Adrian Flynn coming out to look at this one then. The wind in his back. Very active kicker of the ball. Huge experience, of course. He takes his steps and he strikes the ball. That looks a little bit short to me. Oh, it's a goal! That's a goal. The number 12 came in. I thought he might have been in the square. The decision is going to be made here now. Doesn't look good, by the way. Anthony's appealing. The referee and the umpires are going to have a word here, but the ball looked short, and as it came into the eyes of the Castletown defenders, the first one to react was number 12 Pádraig Conroy, and he got a nick on it just as it came in. They're going to have to decide now whether there was an infringement in the square or not, but he was moving. And this would really bring, if this was given, that would really bring, that's a goal. That's a goal. And that brings Gusserane right back into this game without any... Castletown have been well the better team so far, but now they're here at a position of so I stand corrected. That goal wasn't given. The score still stands at 1-7 to 3 points. And up goes Coleman. Rory Heffernan comes with that ball. So that goal was not given for Gusserane. The score stands at 1 goal and 7 points to Castletown, 3 points to do it. Gusserane as Castletown break again, and Dominic lays it off. Out comes Jonathan Beelan. He's looking. And what a score! And the Castletown supporters are ecstatic. That is absolutely huge shot for Gusserane. They thought they had a goal on one side, and within 2 minutes there's a goal down on the other side. So well taken. Castletown broke with the ball. Donica Kem showed, won the ball, rode the tackle, laid it off. Jonathan Beelan came in and absolutely stormed that ball into the back of the net. An absolute great goal. Well worked again. Pushing the back there, that's fair enough. But I was just going to say, had that goal been given, it would have brought Gusserane into a game that they were being well outclassed in, but it didn't. The goal now, score now is 2 goals and 7 points. The 3 point for Gusserane, and a very one-sided final as the ball gets kicked over the bar for Gusserane. And it's the work rate that Castletown have put in that have set up this platform from them. Nothing won yet, there's no trophies at half time, but definitely Castletown going well for the moment. Up goes that ball again, and the ball breaks. Now a few frees going Gusserane's way at the moment. Number 6 takes the ball, he's looking for the runner across the way, and Mark O'Neill kicked that ball over to number 12. Number 12 is Parry Conroy. Parry scored a wide and a point so far already today. He's been worked hard again, made kicks from distance. Has he got the accuracy? And that's 2 in a row. That's a great response from Gusserane. That's a good response to the goal. So 26 minutes gone here now. And now Gusserane are in again. And it's a goal. That's a bad mistake. Gusserane win that now. There's a game on. Absolutely. On the ball. Gusserane very, very alert there. Straight out, intercepted the pass, bang into the back of the net. So now this game, 2 goals and 7 points to Castletown, and 1 goal and 5 points to Gusserane. Gusserane now, they're letting us know that they're well in this match and they're not going to go anywhere. This is how it goes to show. Everything's going Gusserane's way now at the moment. Number 10 has it, and the number 13 kicks that. That's a great point. That's a great point kicked by Mark Rossiter. Now, and that's what happened in the space of a very short time. Gusserane have clawed themselves back into this game. Through good play, it has to be said, and Castletown need now to go back, get the composure going again, start working the ball. It's a long one out from Anthony Marston. Jody Shaughnessy is under it. Now Brennan Halpin, the captain, comes and shows and wins the possession. The possession is out now. 2-on-2 up in the forwards. Dominic is shown again. Little tug on the arm. Out he comes. He gets the ball. Dominic still has it. Jonathan Beelan sees the spare man out at the back, out the far side. Now this is where we need the composure again. Go back to what we were doing. Work the ball. Rory Heffernan has it. Back to his midfield teammate. Coleman turns. Jody supports. Conor Carty gets out to him, and off we go again. Joe Gardner looking for that. Jody O'Shaughnessy. Little layoff. 9. Liam Coleman. Conor Carty. 2 minutes injury time to Thomas. And Colin Morris has it again. He gives her back to Joey O'Hearn. Joey comes with the ball, and James Holmes has it now, and he works himself into the corner. No need to panic. Joe Gardner is there. Joe lays the ball out then now to number 2, Joey. James looking for a runner. Jody gives him support. Just need to keep the ball, calm it down. This is what they needed to do at this stage now, and that's it. Jody O'Shaughnessy reacting well. That ball passed a little bit loose. Gave the defender a chance. Conor Carty is there. There's no one getting into the box. Turner rides the first tackle, and that's a point. Well done. Conor Carty done very well there now. Very tight angle, and he had to make the popped it over, and that's Gusserane come out again. And the number 14, Adrian Finn, has the ball there now, and he bumps it out into the corner. Running to it then hard now is Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan is out there shackled by Frank Roach. Frank Roach pushes him up. He goes back to their number 2, Jack Burford. The ball comes across to the number Mark O'Neill coming with the ball there now. Gusserane work it. Still working right in the tackle. Jody O'Shaughnessy tackling, and they're giving the free for Gusserane. Dominic intercepted that. Is there a chance for something else before the half? Time is up, I reckon. And the long ball goes in. And the ball just spilled there on Ben Brosnan. And James Holmes has it. A tug on the jersey, definitely. Okay. There was a definite tug on the jersey there on James Holmes, and the linesman didn't give it, the referee didn't give it. Gusserane have the ball. 2 goals and 8 points to 1 goal and 6 points. Castletown have plenty to do here. They have to come out, and they're going to have to play strong and hard now in the second half to see this out, to set themselves up a platform. But Gusserane come back into it now, and they're starting to find their composure and playing good football. Castletown still working hard, pushing them back out. Their number 19, the sub that came on there, is Tom Foran. Shane Flynn, sorry. And that's half time now as the two teams break. It's half time in this senior football final. Castletown 2-8. Geraldine O'Reilly's 1 goal and 6 points. Cracking. This football final is really heated up now, and plenty to go in the second half.
Yes, indeed. We hope you're enjoying the coverage that we're bringing to you here. This deferred coverage of the Dominic Smith Electrical Senior Football Final between Castletown and Gusserane. Great game so far, I think you'll agree, as we look at some of the great teams of the past being honoured here.
Please give a big round of applause to the grade 69 team as indeed, please.
The team of 69, I'm being told. And a massive, massive thank you to John Roach, who's been doing the commentary for us so far today. We were a little bit late getting motoring there. We hadn't got a commentary team from the outset. We do apologise for that. Late notice caused a bit of hassle for us. But in fairness to John, a Castletown man, as I'm sure you've already guessed, he stepped up to do the commentary first today, so that is greatly, greatly appreciated. Second half to come.
Take this with the number 6 Mark O'Neill breaking forward, and he's being shadowed there by Liam Coleman. Number 10 goes through Sam Wall, plays the ball off again with her number 9. Has been down working hard to try to get men behind the ball. Instead to work it back to the number 3 Kenneth Cahill for Gusserane as he comes breaking forward. Cahill goes straight through, he's trying to make ground. You can hear the people saying run at him. The number 13 swings the ball over. Mark Rossiter. That's a free for Gusserane. Adrian Flynn. Step out for this one. Adrian Flynn standing over this ball. He runs and he takes it. Oh, it looks a little bit wide to me. It's well wide, yes. That's a wide for Adrian Flynn. And that brings the count for. They had 4 wides in the first half, 1 in the fifth, and Castletown have had no wides to date. But there's no wides in the first half. Jodie O'Shotten, she goes for that. The ball spills over the top, and the ref. Jodie's down. Ref wants to talk to somebody. Putting Jodie in the book. A bit more than that, maybe. It's yellow for Jodie. Another free for Gusserane again. The ball breaks this time. Conor Morris gets a bad knock as he goes down there, tries to get up, has to play the ball, and he does play the ball, and he tries to get it. There's a pull on the arm there as he tries to. That's great work by Conor Morris. And he's pulling the ball back. Conor Carty seems to be in trouble there. Alright. Tom did get a knock in the face, a knee in the face there as he was bending down to pick up that ball. But he kept the game alive. The Ralman got in around, he played the ball cleverly, and then he took the step and got it out. Just as he was playing it out, he got a pull on the arm, and that's the free out for Castletown. That's from Caroline Mellows. 2 goals and 8 points. Kevin O'Reilly, 1 goal and 6 points. And the play is stopped now, 3 minutes into this second half. Play resumes with Conor Carty looking. Take the free. And he puts a long one into the run of Jonathan Beelan. Jonathan goes hard. I thought that was a fair shoulder. That was shoulder to shoulder.
Settle!
Thought myself that was well worked, but ref thought different. He's the man with the whistle. The referee says it's a free for Gusserane. That's the 3rd free in a row for Gusserane. And here they come again, breaking from the backs. It's Brendan helping Castletown Captain gets second off there. Rory Heffernan gets the hand in, and on comes that was well run there by Rory Heffernan. Colin Morris or James Holmes has it now. James looks up, and that sounds good from the Castletown crowd underneath us, and James Holmes is happy to add to that. His 4th point from play, James. And that was well worked. Again, Rory Heffernan breaking through, winning the ball in midfield, playing it out, and James took a good point. Having a good shooting day today, James. If that ball comes out, there's a pull by the number 9, absolutely, Killian Shaw. pulled on the Castletown midfielder. That ball's taken in there now. Dominic. Number 4 got out in front of him. Jack O'Connor wins the ball. James Holmes there now. Don't want to give the free away. That's it. Gusserane play it. Number 12 has it. As they run into trouble, he has to play the ball, I would suggest. I don't know. Anyway, Gusserane man releases it back. It comes to the number 9, Killian Keogh. Killian Keogh has the ball now. He's going to walk it in down, and Martin O'Neill plays the ball out then to Jack Burford for Gusserane. Castletown getting men behind the ball, matching the runs. The number 13 has it, and he loses it. Colin Morris on the ball again. Corrit makes the run. Captain pushing on. He has options to his left. He has ground in front of him. He turns, lays it off. 4 Castletown men. Jonathan Beelan comes. Jonathan rides the tackle and Jonathan taps it over. That's a well worked ball from the back. Turned over in Castletown's defence. Worked up the pitch. The run from Brendan Halton. Support from Jonathan Beelan. And Jonathan Beelan taking another good score. That's 1-4 for Jonathan today. He scored a smashing goal with the left foot into the roof of the net there in the first half. He's had 1 free in the rest from play, so he's shown well himself. All the forwards are working hard today. Gusserane try to rebuild again. And they're back on the Castletown's halfway line. Out comes Rory Heffernan. Gusserane run it. It comes back to the Mark O'Neill. Gusserane, we push it out wide now to see what can they get any change off our number 14. Number 14 is Ben Brosnan as he's working deep out there, shackling the men, and again the work hard. It comes across to Graham Cullen. Graham Cullen, the captain for Gusserane, lays the ball off. They're looking for options. Oh, they got a little bit of space there, and it's blocked down brilliantly. Absolutely great. And again, look at the work rate. Jonathan Beelan back, blocking that ball down. Dominic goes, has his burst of speed. Go on to shout to him. And it's a super score for Castletown Lee Mellows. Dominic first of the day with a tiny score. The finishing was good, but the work rate that came into that score, turning the ball over, moving with pace, working down the pitch. Castletown have to put in a big half. And they're prepared to do what Timmy Walsh is after getting these guys into the selection room there now and letting them know in no uncertain terms to get nothing unless they earn it. And they will earn this final before they're finished. Jody O'Shaughnessy is coming off. Great work by Jody. Jody O'Shaughnessy, the 37-year-old, comes off there now for Stephen Maloney. As Gusserane restart this game. The number 8 has it again. In goes Castletown, sharp and quick. And again, it's a forward making the tackle in James Holmes. The ball's kicked. I don't see why that should be brought forward, but anyway, it is. Number 13, Jonathan Beelan, is deemed to have fouled the kicker. As number 18 comes in for Gusserane, and the number 18 is Shane Flynn. Gusserane still have the ball. They're working it out. Castletown are keeping him out. They're breaking him work. Back to go again to Mark O'Neill. That's good work from Rory Heffernan, next man up. And the number 4 has it there, Jack O'Connor. The ball comes now to Killian Keogh as he spreads the ball wide again, and a bit of ground here now as the number 15 Sean Ryan comes in and he kicks the ball. And that's a good score for Gusserane. They work hard for it, but that's their first score of the second half. Nearly 9 minutes gone. And the score here is 2 goals and 11 points to Castletown Liam Mellows, and 1 goal and 7 points to Gusserane. Alright, that's a great start for Steve Maloney, up and winning that ball. That's a push from the back. Take it all day. Not given. Yes, it is. Had to be given. I'd say the ref was allowing a bit of advantage, but didn't materialise. So in fairness there now, Liam Coleman takes the free. Great work rate from the chap, Liam, and working really, really well. Happy to get the free there now as Jonathan Bealen stands over. The run comes from Dominic and Holmes first. The second run comes from Brendan Halpin. Then maybe Jonathan going to steady himself. He has a bit of wind in his back. Dominic has gone in towards the box, as too was Brendan Halpin. That's a good kick. There's a side coming from the Castletown crowd, that indicates that's a wide. That's the first wide for Jonathan today, and indeed the first wide for Castletown. Just under 10 minutes. That's a good catch again by midfield. Coleman, and he puts it on to Rory Heffernan. Rory gives it to Donegal. Donegal looks, his brother James is behind him. He lays it off. James will have a look. James rides the tackle. Go on, the same thing goes, and James breaks, but then again another great score for James. Really enjoying this county final now. 3 points in the first half and 2 in the second half from play from James Holmes. Again, the ball was won in midfield by the Castletown players. Young Coleman led it off to Rory Heffernan and moved it on then to Donegal and back to James. So the support play and work play is very, very impressive. On the come now again, Gusserane with Mark O'Neill. He lays it off. Danny Gardner doing his bit to shackle the number 14, Adrian Flynn. He'll have his hands full there. And Adrian Flynn, an experienced campaigner, leaves that up. Joey Ahern comes. The ball breaks. Gusserane have it, and it's going to be a free in for Gusserane. Well work for Gusserane there. They got the free, and it's tapped over there by Adrian Flynn. Anthony Martin looks to take the free or the kick out quickly and straight into. There's a great run there by well reading of the game from Rory Heffernan. Rory gets the ball, makes the ground, lays a great ball in there to Brosnan. Brosnan comes and has a look and has a pop, but it's wide. The second wide for Castletown. Gusserane kicked the ball out, but Castletown intercepting the form of always alert Stephen Maloney. Then Brosnan comes again. And that's wide on the other side. It's an unfortunate wide there again. Okay, so well worked by Castletown. And that's a kick out by Gusserane. The referee says bring it forward for holding up the play. And the number 7 has that. Gavin Sheen lays it off. And again, Adrian Flynn works the ball out, back out to Graham Cullen, the captain. Gusserane, he brings it on over to John Roach. John Roach has the ball and then he lays it off in turn. Roach has it.
Far side, far
Looks
side.
it up, comes back again to Mark O'Neill. Castletown working him well, and the number 2 is in here now. Out comes. Good steady block. Play on, there's one left inside, he's gonna go. And it's a goal for Gusserane. And the free man on the inside there, and the overlap came, and that's well worked for Gusserane. But now the score is 2 goals and 12 points to 2 goals and 8 points. Out the ball comes now to Joe Gardner. Joe takes a bad slip. There's the ball on to Conor Carty. Conor Carty rides the tackle. On he comes looking for the runners. Turns. He's bringing it back there. Yeah, bringing it back for the foul.
Gusserane substitution. Number 9, Kenny Kyo, has been replaced by number 17, Shane Cohen. So we're halfway through the second half here now. 14 and a half minutes gone. At the time, the score was 2 goals and 12 points. Castletown 2 goals and 8 points to Gusserane. So there's 4 points between the sides. Everything to play for here still. Timmy Walsh and Seamus Murphy and Colin Sunderland looking at their options down there, and as the game is resumed, Conor Carty, the ball comes to Rory Heffernan. Rory turns, lays it off. Liam Coleman that was, lays it off to Rory Heffernan. Onto it now is Danny Gardner. Danny lays the ball out to Ben, slips it on gently, now 1-on-1, Jonathan is in, and look for the overlap and takes the point. Sensible thing, he looked for the overlap, wasn't there, so he pops it over. What a nice score for Jonathan. He's chipped in today now with 1 goal and 5 points. 1-4 from play. Gusserane restart this game as they come. Castletown need to keep that scoreboard ticking over. They don't want to be into a tight situation in the last few minutes. Steve Maloney tracking that man as Rory Heffernan steps up. Gusserane still retain the ball. That's a great tackle now. The ball spills, and who has it? Danny Gardner. Danny gets it out to Conor Carty. Conor Carty looks and he breaks, and onto it then Colin Morris. Colin's looking for his options, and Ben Brosnan gives it to him. He needs someone. Out comes Jonathan Deanan. They need to get up and give him a hand. Dominic shows. James Holmes is there. Dominic is on his shoulder. James rises the tackle, gives it back. That's it. Castletown maintain possession. James takes a shot. Oh, and that's a great left-footed kick for James Holmes. His 6th from play, and that was absolutely great. There's 2 scores there now to Castletown in a row. They need to keep that scoreboard ticking over. They do not want to get into a dogfight in the last few minutes of this game. And that's exactly what James did. Underneath this again, Conor Carty comes, punches it, ball breaks. James Holmes loses out there to the number 13, Mark Rossiter. Gusserane have the ball. The eager glances go from the scoreboard to the watches now as we come along in, and Gusserane have the ball. In the form of Sean Ryan.
Track!
Danny Gardner out, number 3, and then comes Rory Heffernan. Number 13 still has it, Mark Rossiter for Gusserane. Gusserane pushing hard now. Free in for Gusserane there. Thought it was soft enough, but 17 and a half minutes gone in the second half. Castletown Mellows 2 goals and 14 points. Sterling Gusserane O'Reilly's 2 goals and 8 points, 6 points separating the side. Number 2 now, number 22, warming up in that'll be Ross Cody, I'd say. Gusserane take the kick. Gusserane put it wide, uncharacteristically. They needed that to keep in touch really, but let off for Castletown. Joey Harnett coming off and making way for Ross Cody. Rory Heffernan comes and gathers that ball. Conor Carty gets up to support him. Back comes Coleman. Coleman puts a nice little dink into Brendan Halpin, the captain, and Gusserane is there for the return. And he's through. One more turn, keep going. That's it. The crowd get on their feet. The ball's laid off to Brosnan, and the ball's back. How did it not go in for Jonathan Deanan? So unfortunate. And Gusserane get away with that one. So Gusserane, in fairness, the goalkeeper done well, and the ball was just too high for Jonathan Beelan then to make. And Colin Morris here gets in there, and the referee deems that was a free. Ben Bodden's been a bit unfortunate today now, but he's been a great player for Castletown, leading goal scorer all year, and he's been in really, really good form, so he'll still have a contribution in this game yet. Ball comes down now to Gusserane, number 14, Adrian Sin lays it off, in comes the number 15, Sean Ryan, and the ball comes across and Anthony Marston, brilliant save. Out they come, how we got down to that, excellent. And the crowder up, and Danny Gardner comes with the ball, and he's wearing to say that's a brilliant bit of defending. And that's a great save. Absolutely done brilliantly there to stop that. And then the Castletown defenders were quicker to respond. Got the ball, mopped it out, and then he gets the free out. James Holmes gets the ball now, and he's cut around the waist. That's a simple free. Slow it down, take it free. 31 minutes gone in this Dominic Smith senior football final. Dominic Smith, man from Ballygarrett there. Ballygarrett after winning the hurling county final earlier last week as well, so congrats to them. And Castletown still come ahead. Conor Carty on the ball now. Conor breaks on into space, he's looking for the space, and on he gets it's a good ball by Dominic. Out the front comes Brosnan, and he gets it. Yes, he wins it. There's the ball off to James Holmes. James comes back. Oh, he stuffed that one. Not to worry. Into the keeper's hand. Just didn't catch it right. But we won't be too hard on James today. So just around, come again with the ball. Number 13, Rosser are breaking through, and the ball goes to the extra man there. Castletown working to keep him out, and number 4 comes wide. That's it, that's good tenacious tackling there by Danny Gardner. Ball goes in to the extra man. He's going to have a pop, and he top better of it with Sam Wall. And number 8 has it. They're mad. Oh, dispossessed. Very good. Excellent bit of play there, and good defending. Excellent defending. And Bowden had that ball then. And to up on Frank Rhodes. That's the ball, and Frank goes for the return. The young man on this team. And Ben slows it down. Monica has it, there's an overlap on the far side. Just spilled on young Cody Ross. And first touch to the ball, but that's just unfortunate there. But the work rate is in him. He's working his way back down to get back to defend for the Gusserane. Come breaking through. He's after getting through there. Frank Roach is using his speed. Frank is tackling him. Still get there. Gusserane have it. Extra man there. Spilled again. Ball kicks back. It comes to Gusserane. The wall. The number 10. And it's a wide. Sam Wall kicks that one wide for his third wide of the day. But that was excellent defending there, Frank. Castletown, James Holmes, an excellent game today. And the crowd rise to their feet for James Holmes. And it's been an absolutely great and a good stalwart for this Castletown club. James is there. He's well deserved that county final, that performance in the county final. So well done to him. He's after coming in there with 6 points from play. And genuine contribution. On the ball comes onward. We go now with Joe Gardner. Picks the ball down now. Donica Holmes just into the corner. Donica still has it. This is Robbie. Robbie's going for a goal. Yes, Robbie got the goal. That's the inspirational substitution. Robbie Brooks straight on and into the goal. And you've seen Robbie underage, and when he gets into those positions, he shapes up. There's nothing else in his mind. There's no hesitation, no doubt. He rifled that into the net, and that puts a better complexion on this game. 3 goals and 14 points to Castletown, 2 goals and 8 points to Lee Mellows. Here we are again, the substitutions. We said it at the start. Well able to make a good impact on this game. And that's Steve Maloney after getting a bit of a knock. And Stephen's hurt. They went on, but that was absolutely great. Ross just scarcely on the pitch as he come in there now. And once he got into that position over at the far side, there was nothing there. He rode the tackle, he got into where he wanted to be and rifled that ball into the net. An exceptional goal by the young man. Castletown have the ball again. Nice patient football again. The man has had a good game, Jonathan Beelan. Jimmy's checking the welfare of Ben Brosnan. Ben had an exceptional game here against the Martins in the semi-final, and he got a bad injury at the end of the game. And I say Timmy doesn't want to chance at him with him taking these. Jonathan Beelan on the ball now. Jonathan stands over it. And he kicks. The ball is high and the ball is over the bar, and that's another score for Jonathan Beelan. One 6 for Jonathan today. 2 from frees, 1 4 from play. Joe Gardner gets big tackle there for Adrian Flynn. Brennan Halpin goes to tackle him, shadows him, pushes him all the way wide. He has the overlap there in the form of number 6. Number 6 Mark O'Neill breaks through. That's a big. Jonathan Beelan slows him up, gives him the free. There's 3 minutes left in this, and it's brought down there brilliantly by Rory Heffernan. He's had a good game today. Rory breaks on, there's a lot of ground in front of him. He sees the run, and that's a great pass for Robbie. Is it too much? Possibly. The keeper was alert to it, but you could see the way they were thinking. It was well worked, and just the goalkeeper there, Michael Ryan, for Gusserane, well up to it on that occasion. But willing to push on, willing to get into the space, and that's why the fresh legs were brought in for James Holmes. Said Gusserane come ahead with this ball now, and they released the ball. Free was given. Free was given before the ball was kicked. So Anthony was willing to make start another attack there coming out along, but Gusserane, Adrian Flynn taps that over the bar again. Castletown looking to make it a joint most successful senior football club in Wexford if they shored up this 11th title, and it's starting to look a little bit likely now that they could see this out. Been well the better team on the day. Gusserane by all means have been good finalists coming in. And they definitely had their time, but the ball comes up again and again. That's brilliant, absolutely brilliant there by Rory Heffernan. Lays the ball off. Brendan Halpin back, just keep the ball. Stephen Maloney, I think. On comes Ben Brosnan to work it out to the side. Back there again is Rory Heffernan to support him. Ben just works the ball back to Conor Cardy. Conor looks, pushes it back up to Stephen Maloney. Stephen turns, keeps the ball, and he spots the run brilliantly of Joe Gardner. Well, great bit of reading there. And Joe looks, and Joe kicks, and that's a wide for Joe.
But an absolutely brilliant piece of sight there from Stephen Maloney to pick out that pass. Dominic Holmes coming out there now. Dominic could contribute handsomely there now in his play today. 1 point from play, but the people really appreciate it. 4 minutes of injury time, says the timekeeper there now. And I'm just trying to see who came in there for Donegal Holmes, who had a great game. The Castletown supporters are edging down towards the front of the stand now. They're getting keen. They're watching the scoreboard. They're watching the clock. The clock is gone. For Castletown to take this county finally will be some achievement for Timmy Walsh and his management team to come in and do this again with this club. Timmy always a good supporter of Castletown. Even when the last few years he'd always be asking how are the lads, how are they getting on, who's going well, who isn't. A good no-nonsense manager. He had absolutely brought huge strides forward to this Castletown team. And Robbie sees a little pass. Oh, very close. Brosnan comes along. And there's his contribution as well. Ben Brosnan, you deserved it. Yeah. That's another point as the scoreboard ticks over. 3 goals and 16. 3 goals and 16 points to Castletown Liam Mellows. 2 goals and 9 points to Gusserane O'Reilly's. On now comes number 21 for Castletown, which is Killian Pearce. And Richard Farrell, number 18. Colin Kennedy is on as well. All these substitutions, all these guys deserve to be on this pitch because they have worked their way all through this campaign. And it's Jonathan Beelan there now who looks for to gather that ball. On it goes then down to Ben Brosnan. Ben Brosnan comes and then Jonathan's on his shoulder. So too is Richard Farrell on his inside. But Jonathan has it. Jonathan pops that one wide. That's not. We won't be too critical of Jonathan today. It's his second wide after contributing 1-6. And Castletown Liam Mellows, their supporters are looking down. They're on the edge. They're ready to join their team. We've seen it out. It's a great performance by this team today, and that's what Castletown wanted. The big thing was if they perform on the day, the football's in them, they're always there, the work rate is in them, but they had to produce it on the day, and today they have. It's a credit to them, it's a credit to the management team, it's a credit to the club as they Gusserane come forward now team. And again Adrian Flynn, but it just couldn't wear down this Castletown team today. The guys worked hard everywhere on the pitch. They kept him out, they kept him wide, they gave him nothing easy, and it's just been it's a credit all around. Full congrats to everybody in Castletown, the families, the underage kids, everybody that's training, all the kids all the way up along to come to a day like this. And Gusserane come in along today again. Look at no way through. They're working hard. Every Castletown player there is pushing the ball again and again. They overlap and they settle for a point, and that's as good as they could get from that situation. So that's another point for Gusserane with the score now 3-16 to 2-10. Anthony won't be in any hurry for this one. It's great to see the scenes here as the Castletown crowds ready to get out on the pitch. They just can't contain it. They can't contain it anymore. 2010 since these scenes were last seen in Castletown, and they've earned it. They've had near misses, they've had heartbreak, they've had everything since then. But is this to be their moment now to bring it back down to Castletown? To keep working it hard. Everybody's saying the excitement is too much for someone. Blow it up, they shout. Timmy Walsh turns, he looks down with a smile of contentment. He looks over, he shakes the hands of Paul Nugent, and they are happy, and the moment is here. The moment is here. Castletown Liam Mellows are county champions for 2019. It's been a long way. Seamus Murphy, Timmy Walsh, Paul Nugent, Colin Sunderland. They are absolutely, the work they've done with this team is absolutely brilliant, and now they can enjoy their moment. There was no way they were going to be allowed to sit back at half time.
They'd come out. Maybe the goal was a good thing at the end of the first half. They came out and they had to put in a steady performance in the second half. They've done that, and they're worthy champions. This is an absolutely great moment for Castletown, Liam Mellows. Long waited. Maybe there was a few there that got away on them, but today is their day. Gusserane came in and out of the game there at times, giving nothing easy, but they just had the extra bit to keep going. And big congratulations to Castletown. Great day.
And a massive thanks to John Roach for stepping in and doing commentary duty for us there today. A happy Castletown man, there's no doubt about it. And what a fantastic day for the club, winning their first Wexford senior football title since 2010. Do stay tuned, we'll have the trophy celebration for you very, very soon. But from myself, John Moynihan, your producer here today, for All Rounder Sport, we bid you adieu. Do stay tuned for the trophy celebration.
As the Castletown captain please make his way to the presentation area.
Castletown 2019 Dominic Smith Electrical Wexford Senior Football Champions. Congratulations from all of us here at All Rounder Sport.
I'll try not to keep everyone too long. Got a big celebration ahead of us tonight. Let me start by thanking Gusserane for an incredibly sporting game. They've been a fantastic side all year, playing them every year. They don't get any tougher than those lads. They're a credit to themselves, their parish. So let me start with 3 cheers for Gusserane. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! I'd like to thank the referees, the umpires, linesmen, the ground staff here. As I know, it was difficult to get it going. First year Castletown, as Sean knows, but the pitch held up well. So big thank you to everyone for making sure the game go ahead there today. On behalf of myself and the team, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all the parents, partners, wives, girlfriends. If these guys are not like me, they haven't been easy to live with, especially these last 2 weeks. They've been huge support, all the trainings, the food, everything. They've been coming over that team. So a massive thank you to everyone here. To the club committee, to Jack, to Paddy, to Deirdre, they've been excellent. To the supporters, the people of Castletown, the fans, on behalf of the players, thank you very much. And we're going to see you for one hell of a celebration tonight.
Okay, one more award to present. I'd like to call Dominic Smith Electrical to present the Man of the Match award to James Holmes. Okay, thank you very much.